Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've got another model transformation and right in time for Valentine's Day, and this is definitely a daring, super colorful look. So to start off, we're just going to be doing the usual, which is cleaning the skin with Johnson baby wipes. I like to use my e.l.f. setting spray as a primer spray. Then of course I'm going to use my favorite primer ever, which is my Becca Ever Matte. And then once we're done with the skin, we move on to the brows. And for her brows, I'm going to be using my favorite brow pencil ever, which is my ABH Brow pencil in dark brown. To conceal underneath her brows, I'm going to be using my Studio Finish concealer in NC40. And I'm very sorry guys, like my head pretty much blocked the old concealing application for underneath the brows and for on top of the brows. Like, I am super sorry for that, but it's nothing different from the norm, just the usual that I do. So to clean up around the brows, I'm just going to be using my buffing brush from Real Techniques, and this is just going to, make the concealer around the brows look a bit more sultry and not too sharp. So onto the skin, we're going to be using my Lancome Teinte foundation in number 10 and 12. And you guys already know how I feel about this foundation. Like, I had to put it into my kit because that is how much I rave about it and I love it. So before starting the face, I did spray my brush with my e.l.f. makeup setting spray. You guys see me do this all the time. And it just helps everything like blend much easier. And it also means you use less foundation. Once we're done with the brush, I always go in with a damp beauty blender, just because I'm extra, and just to further smoothing and blend things out. So to highlight her face, I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro concealer in Fawn, and I just apply this to the areas of the face that I want to highlight, and then I'm going to be blending this out again using the same damp beauty blender. To contour her face, I'm going to be using my Nye Cream Shadow in dark brown. And I'm just applying this around the perimeters of her face, basically the areas that I want to bring dimension to. And I'm going to further blend it out using the same brush, which is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And of course, I'm going to go in and just blend in between the contour, the highlight, just to, we gotta make sure the whole face looks super duper effortless and seamless and flawless. So to highlight her face, I'm going to be using my Nye banana powder. And for the rest of her face, I'm going to be using my MAC Miniralise Skin finish in dark.
Give you chance to my baby. Your body fire, but me a be dragon. Baby, I know feel like you're a bad one.
To contour her nose, I'm going to be using my ABH Contour powder in copper brown, and I love using like a slightly lighter shade around the nose as opposed to the darker shade I've used around the rest of the face. And of course, for the rest of her face, then I went in with Espresso, which is pretty much a shade after copper brown, so it's just a tone darker. To reverse contour her face, I'm going to be using my Miniralise Skin finish in dark, which is the face powder that I used, and then we're just going to bake with some banana powder. So onto the eyes, we're going to start off with this shade, this yellow shade called Buttercup Cake from my Sugar Pill Burning Heart palette. And I've never really transitioned with yellow before. I really just wanted to play around with color. Then I went in with this orangey tone from my UBN2 palette in Morocco. And then I just intensified that color there, just to, warm up the eyes, as you guys know. Then I went back in with the yellow shade from the Sugar Pill palette just to soften things out.
Like we already falling in love.
Next, I'm going to be taking this lovely, like absolutely stunning purple shade from the same Sugar Pill palette. I'm just going to like pack this in the outer corner. And then I went in with this reddish shade just to transition in between that purple and the orange that I initially applied. Because, guys, this was a really freestyle tutorial. And then I'm just blending those colors out. And then for our eyelid, I went in with my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre.
Make me tell you something. If you see fine girl where you got to my body, she tell you say the man she follow come now cousin.
So I decided to go in with the red eyeshadow again to act as like a transition color between the main eyelid color and the purple shade. And then I used these two colors from my Flaming Love palette on the lid. Guys, this was such a free styled tutorial. Like, I even ended up covering the red eyeshadow, as you guys can see. Went in and added some more purple. I was just adding, blending till everything looks nice. And of course, did you guys spot that Poised by Suliat glitter in Pink Blossom? Yeah, I decided to add some glitter as well. So that's all I'm doing here, and I used my Ben Nye glitter glue. And I went in with some more purple in the outer corner. And then, ooh, voila. And then at this stage, once you see the eyeliner, most of the eyes are done. So I'm just lining our eyes with my Ingot gel liner in number 77. And then I randomly decided to go in with this gold-ish liner from Lancome. So for the bottom of the eyes, I'm pretty much like doing the same thing I did at the top. So I put the purple shade, then I decided to intensify with some black eyeshadow actually, which I didn't use at the top. Then I'm just mixing the orangey color and the red color, both to kind of like create, an effect under the eyes. So once we're done with the eyes, back onto the face, I'm just going to dust off all the excess eyeshadow and all the excess powder and all the fallouts and just get the skin back to base. And then I'm going to be using my Sleek Splush in Flushed. I always get tongue-tied when I say that. And then I used, of course, Trophy Wife and my Ingle highlighter in number 3. I'm just going to pat, pat, pat onto her cheeks. I just wanna wake up and check you out, girl, early in the morning, early in the morning. And voila, going to be using my Scandinavia makeup setting spray, which like finished while recording this look. So I ended up using my e.l.f. makeup setting spray to set the rest of her face. And then of course we're going to be using another Poised by Suliat product, which is my lashes in Sakina, and I basically just prepared that on the side with some glue, and then onto her lips anyway. I'm using my MAC lip pencil in Vino, and I'm just going to use this to fill in and outline her lips. Next to you, you next to me. That is where I want to be. I day with you, I no go leave if you no believe. And then I'm going to take my Lancome liquid lipstick in Blood Moon, and guys, I was clueless as to what to do on the lips because the eye was so colorful, dramatic, but this was another freestyle lip color. Then I went in with Pansy in the middle to just try and, I don't know what I was trying to create, an ombre lip. And then of course I decided to use my eyeshadow primer from Alcatara, and when she blended chat, everything looks normal. So onto the lashes. I'm putting the lashes now because the glue is tacky. And then I'm just going to seal that with some gel liner because we don't want the lash band showing. And then my two favorite mascaras, like Ever. And we have pretty much come to the end of this tutorial. You're going to see her like show her fleeky makeup now. Thank you all so much for staying tuned, and I'll see you guys very soon. Oh, and happy Valentines.